Asksvin are the newest tameable creature added to Valheim, but taming and breeding them won't be easy in their treacherous native biome, the Ashlands. Fortunately, I have the strategy for you to capture, tame, and ultimately establish an Asksvin farm outside the fiery Ashlands. The first step is capturing the feral beasts, which will require preparation. You will need a pen for the taming process, of which you can build one with stone or growstone. Alternatively, dig a deep hole wide enough to contain them. They will attack any enclosure they are in, doing serious damage. For this reason, I recommend a deep hole as they cannot damage earth. If you do decide to go with a growstone wall, ensure it's several layers up, as if you capture multiple, they will climb atop each other and escape over the wall. With your pen built, equip your abyssal harpoon, stab them, and drag them into your pen of choice. You will need to do this at least twice, as 2 are required for breeding. For taming to begin, the creature must meet 3 conditions. 1, they must not be hungry, 2, must be within the active area, and 3, must not be alerted. To feed them, simply drop any one of the 3 new crops in the fiddlehead, vine cluster, or smoke puff into their pen. A minimum of 3 per creature is required, but I like to drop 10 to be safe. Once fed, they will begin to tame as indicated by a status of acclimatizing, granted that a player is within 64 meters of them, the active area we mentioned earlier, and they are not alerted by you or a nearby creature of a rival faction, indicated by a red exclamation mark above their heads. The taming process will take 30 minutes to complete if none of the 3 conditions mentioned are broken. If one is broken, the process will pause but pick up where it left off when the conditions are restored. Once tame, yellow hearts will appear around the creature, accompanied by yellow text on your screen: Asksvin has been tamed. Tame Askvin can be pet and renamed like all other tame creatures before them, and are great riding partners should you craft an Askvin saddle with 6 flay metal, 20 linen thread, and 4 Morgan sinew. Riding works exactly as it does with our locks and pals, but these guys move much faster. Interact with them with the saddle in your hotbar to place it, interact with the saddle to then ride, use the W key to move forward, shift to sprint, and your mouse to steer. Ridden Askvin allow you to navigate water, carry heavy loads, and even traverse lava. Well, they can. You, not so much. Breeding them requires the same 3 conditions mentioned for taming, but a 4th condition in that they must have a suitable partner nearby to attempt pregnancy. With 2 eligible bachelors next to each other, a pregnancy check will occur every 30 seconds, at which there will be a chance the Asksvin will gain a heart, as indicated by pink hearts above them. Once an Asksvin receives 4 hearts, pregnancy will occur. While I am not certain of the pregnancy timer, after a couple of minutes or so, an Asksvin egg will appear. This egg will have either 0, 1, or 2 stars based on the stars of the pregnant parent. At this point, I recommend transporting your farm to a safer location, like your home in the meadows. You can attempt your best Noah's Ark impression, but in my experience, the Asksvin are not fans of the sea. Rather, grab this egg and portal back to the safety of your home. With the egg in hand, you can set them down near a fire and wait for them to hatch. If dropped by a fire, after a few seconds, their status will change from too cold to warm. If warm, the egg will begin its roughly 30-minute maturation process. If the fire goes out, the status returning to too cold and the maturation timer set back to 0. Remember, stacks of eggs won't hatch. You must drop an individual egg for it to grow. With 30 minutes successfully passing, popping out will be the adorable Asksvin hatchling. Again, I'm not certain of the maturation time of the hatchlings, but I do expect they match that of the locks, which is 100 minutes. If you have any other questions about taming and breeding in Valheim, check out my comprehensive guide right here.